I am creating this video about quantum sound therapy, kind of to introduce people to the idea that sound can be therapeutic. I mean, we're in an age when people are using, around here anyway, a lot of singing bowls and gongs and different sounds that are known to produce a good effect, a healing effect. So, quantum sound therapy I started in 1989, realizing that there were these frequencies of the chakras. I had learned about this in yoga. Each chakra frequency is connected to glands and organs within the body, and when things are vibrating at a good frequency, you get a harmonic resonance and you get a positive effect on body, glands, organs, cells within the organ. This is a reality that we need to come to terms with. I see vibrational sound therapy as kind of a medicine of the future because I understand the quantum physics aspect of everything is vibrating. And as we go into the different frequencies of vibrations, as we go into our cells, into the molecules of the cells, into the glands and organs, and into us as greater, bigger beings, we all have a frequency, pulsations, vibrations that we can resonate with. You get that with your favorite music. You enjoy it, it makes you feel better. Well, the cells in your glands and organs also get stimulus from the music you listen to. And when you're enjoying the music, you have a positive effect on glands and organs, including thymus gland, your healing, etc. And in India and ancient cultures, actually, sound was used, and you have this even in Western cultures. Gregorian chanting, the singing of hymns is uplifting and brings you feeling more closely connected to something divine, something beyond us. Now, quantum sound therapy is going into the body. I'm sitting in the quantum sound chair. I started out with a massage table that I turned into a bed and put speakers into it. 1989. Now I've progressed. I've gone through beds and chairs and whatnot. This is extremely comfortable. This chair has six speakers built into it, and then there's two speakers on top which go onto your chest and abdominal area. So when you're having a session, my hands are vibrating, my legs are vibrating, my sacrum and my heart chakra area are all in this state of vibration. And it feels like everything is vibration. It takes you to the point where you feel like there's only vibration. You're actually feeling the essence of your being, because if you look at quantum physics, quantum sound therapy, everything is vibrating. And when you are getting things to vibrate in this harmonic resonance, you get a very pleasant feeling. So, according to science, every biological cell is a dynamic vibration system with multiple natural frequencies. Modern biophysics has shown that living cells exhibit measurable mechanical and electromagnetic oscillations. An oscillation is back and forth, it's a vibration. Rather than having one unique frequency, each cell continuously vibrates across a spectrum of frequencies that change with its structure, function, and physiological state. So this is the reality of our cells. We have different glands, different organs. We have bones. We have pancreas. We have liver. In there, we have different vibrations. It's like a different song, but it is like a song. When things are vibrating in harmony, when the cells within the liver are all vibrating in this harmonic trend. It's like a symphony or like a rock band, if you prefer that kind of music. But all the instruments are in tune, and you get this feeling of nice music. The nice music feeling is the same feeling you get when the cells in your organ or gland are vibrating harmoniously. They're in tune. It's that simple. So we have this therapeutic sound. So there isn't any specific frequency for any specific cell because they change their frequencies depending on whether they're productive, whether they're relaxing, what they're doing. Just like we change our frequency, my voice is changing frequencies as I speak different words. This is kind of the language of the universe. Everything is in a state of vibration. Everything. Down to your molecular, to the subatomic particles, everything is vibrating. And consider that I am vibrating at a certain frequency. My breathing is a certain pulsation. My heart is a faster pulsation. And then you go down into cellular vibration, which goes into much higher frequencies. The smaller we get, the higher the frequency. So looking at cell membrane mechanical vibrations are from 1 hertz, which is like about 1 heartbeat, actually. And it is known that your heart actually, the cells in your heart are actually pulsating at this frequency, which makes the heartbeat. And they're all doing it in harmony, obviously. And when these muscle cells in your heart are beating in harmony, you have a harmonious heartbeat. And your heart feels great. It feels happy, in fact. 1 hertz is, again, 1 heartbeat, okay? 1 beat per second. Then when you get into the whole cell mechanical resonance, it goes from 100 hertz, which is a frequency about here, like that. That's about 100 cycles per second, 100 vibrations per second. And it goes to hundreds of those. This is a whole cell mechanical resonance. And then we have intercellular structures, cytoplasms, organelles, etc. These are vibrating at a much faster speed. We're going now from kilohertz, which is thousands, 1,000, 2,000, frequency of 1,000 vibrations per second. And it goes up into megahertz. So you're talking about millions. So this is getting to a very fast vibration. The sound of what we can hear is only up to 20,000, 20 hertz. Now, megahertz is way beyond what we can hear. So we're getting inside the cell to the little components inside, and then they are made of molecules and atoms, which are vibrating at a much faster speed. So molecular vibrations, gigahertz to terahertz. You're looking at, I could say, 10 with 9 zeros after it to 10 with 12 zeros after it. Now this is a very high speed of vibration. It's way beyond what we can hear. But inside our cells, the molecules are vibrating at this speed. And then we have this harmonic resonance of, you take 10,000 hertz, which is about that much. That's still in the audible range. But from there, you go into a harmonic of 1,000, which is 1/10. Or the way music goes, you go into octaves, etc. Music and vibrations. So you're dealing with, you cannot create a sound at that high frequency, but you can create a harmonic resonance at a lower frequency that is matching. And this is part of the quantum sound therapy. We cannot produce sounds at 10 million vibrations per second, but we can create something at 10. And so the quantum sound chair is producing these vibrations that are in harmonic resonance with the higher vibrations of the molecules in the cells of the cells themselves. So we have molecular vibration again at these higher frequencies, 10 with 12 zeros after it. Then infrared vibrations of chemical bonds is up from 12 to 14 zeros after the 1. So you're dealing with a 10 times higher, 12 times higher than the molecular vibration. According to modern research, healthy cells exhibit nanometer scale mechanical oscillation. Oscillation again is a vibration frequency. Red blood cells have characteristic membrane vibrations. The little red blood cells are kind of pulsating. Heart muscle cells they beat rhythmically at 1 to 2 hertz. So the heart muscle, the cells in your heart muscles are going with every heartbeat. That's 1 hertz per second. And if you're going accelerating a little bit, doing cardiovascular, it'll go double that, and you can go higher, of course. But this is the reality of the frequency, the vibration in us, in your red blood cells, in your heartbeat. Everything is vibrating. So the hair cells in the inner ear respond to vibrations from 20 to 20,000. So this is our hearing range, what we can hear with our ears. And these vibrations come through the air, hit our ears, and create this sounds that we hear, including the sound of my voice presently. The principle of resonance. Again, resonance is like, let's keep it simple. We have a frequency of 4, and then I do a frequency of 2. So every time the 2 goes 2 times, it equals 4. So there you've got this resonance of every fourth one, the 2 kicks in, and you got 2 and 4 beating together. Every physical object has natural frequencies. Biological tissue also have resonant modes. Bones, muscle, organ cells, even molecules all resonate, but each has many resonant frequencies rather than just one. So again, depending on what we're doing, activating things, and we know that, let's say, the thyroid gland stimulates metabolism. It makes cells put out more heat, so temperature is controlled. But by doing that, it's activating a faster frequency in the cells. So the thyroxine actually accelerates cellular vibration. And this is how we produce more heat, more action, etc. So let's talk about therapeutic effects of lying here. And when I'm in this state, in this chair, it gets very comfortable. I have headphones on like this, and I have these speakers on me, one here, one there, and I am listening to this music, which is chosen for its frequencies of the chakras and frequencies of glands and organs, and bringing things into this harmonic resonance. So it's a kind of therapy that's as pleasant as listening to some of your favorite music, which is also therapeutic, by the way. Just listening to music, singing along with your favorite music is beneficial for your health. So consider that. Here we get into all these different range of frequencies, from the frequencies of the chakras to glands and organs to pleasant sounds, and I bring in the frequencies of the chakras added into the music that we're listening to. Because just the raw frequency of, let's say, 32 hertz for the first chakra, this is basic. It's a vibration. You really feel it, and it actually feels good, just as a vibration itself, but it's not musical. So from the headphones, you're just hearing this brrrr, and you want to go beyond that into feeling something that's more enjoyable to listen to. So I use music and sound that is enjoyable, and again, you can bring in your own music, and then I add frequencies of the chakras, and you can use the speakers, put them on glands and organs which may be a little bit dysfunctional, or you're having a disturbance in your liver. You bring it up to this area, and you can bring up the volume so you can feel the vibration right in this area. Now, with yoga, we add the deeper breathing, so that you're bringing oxygen into this area, and the area is being vibrated and shaken, so the cells are being stimulated, and there's enough oxygen for them to be absorbing more oxygen, and when they do that, they automatically discharge anything that is not beneficial, anything that's not good for them. So this is part of the reality of quantum sound therapy. And having since 1989, I've been using this and dealt with a lot of people who had issues. For one thing, that everybody notices is right away you kind of relax into it. It's let's say the lower frequencies are bass notes, and you're feeling these bass notes, and it's actually an enjoyable feeling just to feel the vibration. And then add the music to it, it's more enjoyable, and enjoyment is part of a healing process. If you're happy and living in a state of joy, your immune system is also in a state of joy. It's more active. It's because it's enjoying life, it wants to heal you and continue your life. Whereas if you're not enjoying and you're listening to bad music that irritates you, it's going to have a negative effect on your immune system, on your emotions. You'll notice that pretty quick, actually. So relax into the sound chair. Breathe deep so that your bloodstream is oxygenated, and then the vibration of that's going through your body. Again, as I said, your hands are vibrating, your legs are vibrating, your spine at the sacrum and at the heart center are in a state of vibration. And everything is. I'll throw in some of the sounds as we go along here. If you're listening to this on your iPhone or computer, you're not going to get much of the feeling of it. If you have good headphones, you'll at least get a sense of the lower frequencies. And then you can judge for yourself as to whether this would be enjoyable. But again, you don't get the experience without being in such a contraption as this quantum sound chair. It really makes you feel the music. And then there's the use of medicines that allow you to feel more. Here we're in Thailand and you can legally smoke marijuana. And you know that most of the music you listen to was written and composed by people who were smoking marijuana. So it's a medical marijuana, what they call it here. It helps you to feel the music, relax the mind. But with or without it, when you're really feeling the vibration, you are relaxing into it. It relaxes, it de-stresses. Just the vibration, the frequency of shaking your muscles is like a fast massage that is pulsating and getting rid of tightness anywhere in your body, in your muscles, which is where we hold a lot of stress quite often. And if the stress is being held in your liver, it's going to create a deeper problem. So you can move the speakers around, you can just relax and feel your whole body getting into this state of vibration, and it becomes an enjoyable experience. The side effects are enjoyment and healing you at the same time. So that's my little spiel on quantum sound therapy. It's scientifically a reality. We know that everything vibrates. In quantum physics, everything is vibration. So this is the reality we need to get a hold of in the coming age. We are in the 21st century. This information is available. So look into quantum physics. Come for a visit to Pyramid Yoga Center in Thailand. This is my quantum sound chair. I have put on some music that you can't hear. When I'm on the chair like this, the music is coming through my body, and I'm getting some of the finer tones with the headphones. To make my head more comfortable, I can use a cushion behind. So, speakers at the sacrum, at the heart, hands and feet. And then I'm adding two, one on the abdominal area. Putting this one here and just to hold it in place. I can also put another cushion here to hold that. So I'm really feeling the music. And you can locate these side to side. Liver, spleen, pancreas, stomach. If there's a problem in one area or another, then I do that. For the moment, I'm just enjoying the sound, relaxing into the feeling. I feel the vibration in my hands, feet, body, and I'm breathing to add oxygen, circulation of everything, lymphatic fluids, and right into the cellular fluids themselves. So this is a very healing experience. Most enjoyable healing. Far superior than doing chemotherapy, and you can get the same results by doing this. So I will give you some samples of the music that I use. Some of it very therapeutic, some of it enjoyable listening, and I have some tracks that are actually kind of scary to listen to. I'll leave you a few samples as individual soundtracks that I add to this video. So this is it. You can easily spend time in here, of course. If you're here in Thailand and legally smoking some marijuana, the music is more enjoyable and you can sit longer because you are more relaxed. So this is the essence of quantum sound therapy. Vibrations that go into your glands, organs, cells, right down to your molecular biology, which is actually the quantum fields. Alright, thank you for listening. Come and enjoy a session sometime. It's great.